Hello again, everyone. My name is Ben, and on behalf of Center County Disc Golf Association, I want to say welcome and that we're glad that you're here. We hope you like this video, and we hope that it's a helpful one as you navigate the disc golf courses of Pennsylvania's Center region. While you're at it, please like and subscribe to our CCDGA YouTube channel. We're hoping to be able to post more content like this in the coming weeks and months, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. Today's course walkthrough video is an overview of Tri-Municipal Park's 9-hole disc golf course in Center Hall, Pennsylvania, just outside of State College. To give you an intro to this course, we thought who better than Center Hall's disc golfing mayor, Ray Hankinson.
It's a little off the beaten path. Come out to Sammis's greenhouse, S-A-M-M-I-S, and you can Google that. You'll find it on Upper Brush Valley Road. We're straight across the road and back a lane about a quarter mile. I'm Ray Hankinson, and I'm the mayor of Center Hall. And we started this course as a project. The Center Hall Borough needed a well field for their water system, and DCNR gave us a grant to buy the land, and we got it. But the deal was we had to turn it into recreation. And I've always loved disc golf. I've been playing for a long time. And we never had a really formal course. I always played on just around the neighborhood, around the junior high school kind of thing. And this became a great place. We had 40 acres to work with, and we've got the second 9 in now, and everyone seems to be coming along. We're getting a lot of great feedback, and it's turning into a great course. And then we're going to complete our second 9 over here. And hopefully after that we can get it. We've put in a grant for a pavilion. We hope someday to have restrooms out here in the parks, and then build this up into a great spot for people to come together and have disc golf tournaments. Just take a nice walk in nature when you crawl through the hedgerows and you see some of the old growth, and you see how we've taken and modified it into playable rec area. It's pretty amazing. We've got a great crowd.
As Ray mentioned, this is currently a 9-hole course, but 9 more holes are coming soon. We will be sure to put out an updated overview video down the road whenever that takes place. Tri-Municipal Park's disc golf course is a 2,536-foot course with a par of 28. We'll point out the one par 4 in our journey as we go through the course. As Ray mentioned, this course is on rolling farmland, most of which gets periodically mowed and baled. Depending on when you play, it may have deeper hayfield rough, or it may be recently mowed. Playing during the winter months is the best way to ensure that you'll have an easy time finding your discs. We're playing on Innova disc catcher baskets today with big yellow bands. Some people love them, some people aren't so sure. Without further ado, let's meet the players who will be showing us how this course gets played. To start out, we want to once again give a huge shout out to the UDisc app. If you are a disc golfer at any skill level, this app is an incredible resource to finding new courses, scoring your rounds, and tracking your development as a player. Our league players generally use this app to score casual and league rounds, as well as often using it during tournament play. We will be using it to score our round and to show you the hole layouts as we go. And if you are a member of the Professional Disc Golf Association, you get the improved features of UDisc Pro for free. Steve is on the box for T1. We'll let him introduce you to this tricky first hole.
We got hole 1 here at Tri-Municipal Disc Golf Course. Little dog leg right, about 200 feet. I'm going to throw this straight buzz. We'll see how that works.
Whoops. Let's rewind and try that again.
Try this Comet for a run, see if we can get a little better.
That's better. You just cast this one at 273 feet, a pretty sharp dogleg right with that old field fence row to keep you from just laying a backhand hyzer down there. It works decently well for forehand players, but you will be blind on the tee, unsure of how close your drive lands to the basket. We want to give a shout out to Josh Boyd for providing us with the Steadicam hole footage that you'll see for every hole on today's round. Looks like he has a putt for our first birdie of the day. The Hucksters are on the board with our first birdie, 1 under par. Edgar is going to clear the basket and move over to the tee pad on number 2 to show us how he tackles this hole.
How's it going, everybody? This is Zed, here to show you hole 2 at Tri-Municipal Park in Center Hall. It's a little bit of a short one, but I'll give you a look here. So from the tee, you'll throw out and around. The basket is down there on the left side before the tall grass. This tee pad was just recently cut, so now the line's a little bit more open. Your options are a forehand, or you could throw the backhand and hyzer to get there, which is what I think I'm going to go with. See how it plays.
You'll have to have your distance pretty dialed in on this one. If your disc has too much snap and glide, you can easily find yourself deep behind the basket into that tall grass back there. Many hours have been lost to players searching in chin-high summer grasses for their errant shots on hole 2. Let's see how Edgar wound up. He's got a bit of a putt here, but he nails it. 2 holes, 2 birdies.
There you go. Hole 2 at Tri-Municipal Park. Be careful of this tall grass. It will be easy to lose a disc in there. So just watch yourself, stay on the fairway, and enjoy.
Davis is on the box next, and he's faced with this unique hole built through the fence row here at Tri-Municipal. Davis has a unique pre-shot routine if you haven't noticed. I recently asked him where he learned that up-down technique, and he introduced me to his mentor. Well, the drinking bird has given Davis a unique approach, but it appears that it's working on this hole as his disc finds a line through to the basket. This hole literally had to have a fairway cut out of that original fence row. Ray and some of the other volunteers here have left a few guardian tree stumps just to make it even more challenging. Despite the short distance, it is not unusual for players to get hung up on something while their disc tries to make its way to the basket. Davis has a look at 2 with that drive. Let's see if he can cash in. Just like that, we're 3 down. Let's head over to number 4, where Colton is going to let us know how to play that hole.
It's hole 4 here. We got 270 uphill. Slightly windy from right to left here, so I'm just going to try and throw something hard and flat, get it up the hill. S line DD3.
Well, it looks like he's parked. This one may be listed at 262, but it always seems to play a bit longer to me because of the elevation climb. Let's go up to Colton's disc to see if he can convert our 4th birdie of the day. Colton steps up to his putt and snaps it in. His entourage goes wild. Derek is up next to tackle hole number 5, our longest hole to this point at 338 feet. It's our first major downhill hole since hole number 1, and this hole often winds up with wind playing a big factor. Players might elect for something flippy to cover the distance, but that can easily be blown sideways if the wind is strong enough. They may select something more stable, but then find that it hyzers out too soon. The green sits as the hill starts sloping upward, and the basket is set beside a rocky section that is kept uncut, meaning that there is a bit of a tricky natural hazard to this hole to watch out for. Let's walk down the hill and see how Derek's drive went. It looks like he has an uphill putt to the basket. It's up, but just a bit short, as can happen with baskets in a placement like this. He'll tap that in for our first par of today's round. Cody's waiting on hole number 6 to show us how that one is done. This hole is a relatively flat 325 feet, with the end of that pesky fence row jutting out there to the left, as well as some grass that's kept a bit taller surrounding the basket. Cody had a nice line on his drive. Let's walk up to see where he'll be putting from. It looks like he has a tester putt. You can see he's found some of that deeper grass. Cody's putt also comes up a bit short, making that back-to-back pars on our tour of Tri-Municipal. Our card is still 4 down after 6, looking for the next birdie. I'm on the box for the next hole, another uphill climb that is less than 300 feet but plays longer than that in real life. Getting a park job off this tee can be a real challenge, and having your disc hyzer left into the taller grass is a danger zone that many of us end up experiencing. I'm fortunate to have a putt from the circle's edge, and if I can connect, we'll have another birdie. Well, how about that? Tim's up next over at the tee pad for hole 8. This is the lone par 4 for the current layout, although rumor has it that the second 9 that will be added shortly will include some longer holes when it is installed later this fall. Tim's drive shows us what is needed on this hole to get as much distance as you can toward the basket. While it's tempting to throw your drive parallel to the tree, that also acts as a natural barrier that can really derail around if you wind up with your disc finding those trees. Big arms will find themselves with a shorter approach, but at just under 520 feet, very few players will be putting for eagle on this one. Tim has wisely kept his drive to the left. Let's see how he handles his approach shot. Tim's approach sails to the left, but I'm confident he's left himself a close enough putt that he can walk away with the birdie. The putt is up, and he connects. We move to Chris at the final hole, with the Hucksters sitting 6 down through 8 holes. If you've watched the Circleville walkthrough video, you know Chris aced the final hole there with a Latitude 64 Pure. He's got one in hand again today, basically because we told him he had to. Let's see if there's enough magic left in that disc to hit back-to-back walkthrough video aces. It's a good shot, but unfortunately we'll have to wait to hear the chains. At 156 feet, this hole is a nice easy way to wind back to the parking lot. For tournament play, it would be fun to create some kind of island green to make this one a bit more technical. Chris had a good drive, and he easily taps in his birdie putt to give us a final score of 7 down through 9 holes. Well, friends, there you have it. 7 under is a very respectable score here at this course. We hope you enjoyed coming along on our journey. We hope you can shoot a 7 down the next time you're out here to play. Stay tuned for more area course previews in the coming weeks and months. And hey, before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe to our CCDGA YouTube channel, find our group on Facebook, and stay up to date over on our page at Disc Golf Scene. We're hoping to post more content like this in the coming weeks and months, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. Happy throwing!